Welcome to the ISN podcast. My name is Dominic.
My name is Aiden.
Today our guest is Mr. Turner Sanderson. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. Dominic and Aiden, thanks for having me. Uh, my background, I am a dietitian, and I don't know how far we want to go back, but I'm from Smithville, which is right down the road. Went to ICC, went to Mississippi State. I knew pretty early in my my college career that I wanted to be a dietitian. So that's what I pursued throughout my college courses and became a dietitian, worked in the clinical setting for a little bit. I got my start in child nutrition at Corinth School District. Yeah, I was there for 4 years and then I transitioned here. This is my first year here. It makes my fifth year in child nutrition. Um, Never thought I would be here. Never, really wanted to work in food service. But I can tell you, year five, I'm very thankful to be here, very happy to be here. I enjoy my job. To me, it's pretty special. It's one of those things that I don't have to, I get to, and I'm pretty grateful for that. I'm glad to be here.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your background?
Yeah, so dietitian. I I've been pretty fortunate in the career. There's a lot of good dietitians all across the state and even outside. And being in food service, when I first started, I enjoyed clinical work. Wanted to do clinical work. I was interested in sports nutrition. Um, Food service is really not in the picture until later in life, and I said I'm very thankful to be here. I do have some advanced certifications that I have pursued over my time. I am a certified nutrition support clinician, which that was primarily used in my clinical setting. I'm a school nutrition specialist, and I am a certified strength and conditioning specialist. So I have a wide range of experience, and I've always, in this line of work, I've always wanted to know that I know what I'm doing the best that I can. And in any line of work or anything, it's not just one person. I've been surrounded by a lot of great people, and even here in Etowamba, starting off, this is just a few months in, 2 months in. Seems like it's been a while, but there's a great support staff here from the district office to each school. There's a lot of people here, and I'm thankful to be here and continue my child nutrition school food service journey here at Etowama County School District.
So this is your first year?
Yes, this is my first year at Etowama. This is my fifth year in child nutrition, but first year here.
Can you tell us a little bit about the changes?
Uh, Changes in food service in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So um, there have been a few changes, I guess, from the student side of it. The menus, I feel as if they are different from previous years. We're trying to offer variety as much as we can, introduce new items. Um, One big thing that's happened recently is at Manatee High School and at Etowamba High School. Both of those have started a new salad bar. So that's a big new change. And then with that change comes we have one hotline and then the salad bar line.
What about the change in the lunch line with the pizza and hamburgers?
Yeah, it's a good question. When you say change in the lunch line, are we talking about? I think in the past that was always one line: pizza, hamburger,
Yeah.
French fries. Okay, yeah. So we moved away from that. I guess primarily from IAHS, which is where you're from, I believe, Aiden, because we introduced the salad bar, so a healthy option, and with that option, it gives the students the opportunity to choose what they want from the salad bar. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the salad bar. The salad bar, lots of options. We have three leafy green options as the students work through. They can choose between salad mix, romaine, or spring mix. And then we have two meat options, which is chicken or diced ham. We have two cheese options. We have an option for them to choose a boiled egg, and then at the end we have several salad toppings, just kind of the standard stuff: bell peppers, onions, tomatoes, broccoli, cauliflower, corn, black beans, several options. And with that, students can pick up to 6 options, 6 toppings for their salad. So with that introduction, we removed that hamburger pizza line that was every day. And I'm aware that kids enjoy the pizza, kids enjoy the hamburgers, and I can't blame you. But we still serve those things. They just won't be on an everyday basis. And kind of from our perspective, from the backside perspective, we have nutrient guidelines that we have to follow from the state level, and how we plan the menus. All that factors in. So having the pizza, hamburger, fry line, that can be hard to manage on a weekly, monthly nutrient analysis. And it's my role to manage that, but don't kill the messenger kind of thing. Those are state guidelines, state rules that we have to abide by.
What's your favorite part about your job?
So my favorite part about my job, I would say that every day is different. Every day has its own challenge. I'm surrounded by some great people. Every school has great staff, great administrative staff. Teachers are great. Our cafeteria crew they are great, but every day is different. Today, just give you kind of a lens in one day. Today, before I even arrive to work, get a phone call, message, we have a worker out. Which anytime there's a worker out, that adds an extra demand for the cafeteria crew at that particular school, and typically I have to go there and help when someone is out, or at least I try to go help. And then also today, today is day 3 of the salad bar at IHS, so we're still working out kinks there. So going and assisting with that. Today is Stromboli Day, so that's a menu item that is a little more hands-on than some other ones. So with that, and then trying to manage stuff in the office, from trying to order new equipment that is needed within the kitchen to placing orders. We are, in the office, we are placing orders today for our frozen and our dry goods. Just a lot of moving pieces, and I enjoy that. And to add to that, it's the new things happening every day. I enjoy that, but also enjoy when we have the opportunity to provide something to the student body, whether that's breakfast or lunch, and the students get excited about it. That really makes a big difference. I don't know if y'all realize that, but anytime you enjoy something, if you will let the cafeteria staff know, the ladies that are working there, that you appreciate it, that you appreciate them, it makes a world of a difference. And they really try to do their best in all that they do. I understand that when it comes to menus, we're trying to feed thousands of students, and with thousands of students, everybody has their own opinions, and students have their own food preferences. So there's a challenge within that, but we try to do our best to provide meals that are enjoyable, that are new, that are exciting, and when one is good and one is received well or appealing to the student body, when we hear students say, "That was good, we love that, can I get more?" that makes the hard days worth it.
What do you want to do in the future with the cafeteria?
Yeah, that's a good question. There's a lot of things that I would like to do, and a lot of coming in. We're already making a few changes, and the previous director had been here for multiple years, did a great job, faithfully served the student body, but coming in, different person, trying to do things differently. There's a lot that I want to do, and a few of them, which as I say these, I don't know how long it's going to take to come to fruition, but with the salad bar, I would love for us to get to a point where we serve the salad bar for a week, and then we might rotate in a potato bar, and then we might rotate in a build your own bowl bar. We might rotate in like a wing bar. There's different types of bars that we rotate in, and with those bars, it gives students the opportunity uh, to choose what you're eating. Essentially, yes, we have the basics, whatever that is, but you're able to choose what sauce you want, or what rice you want, or what meat you want. So we are working towards that. One thing, another thing that will be seen eventually from the parents, and I guess the student body as well, is we're working on a new menu planning and nutrient analysis software on the back end. It's called Healthy Pro. And with that, once we do the work on the back end, the menus will be visible online. You can click on the menus. It will have the nutrient analysis breakdown for each entree, each item that we serve. I know there's some great school nurses at each school. They can utilize that as well to look at calories, carbohydrates, and different things for students who have various medical needs. So that's one thing we're working on, and then constantly just having ideas of how can we make the environment more inviting, more fun for the student body. So I constantly have new ideas, and I get excited of what can be, but it's just gonna take a little time.
What problems have you seen currently with the lines?
Yeah, that's a big question. So problems that can be answered in a few ways. We have a few lines in the district that could use some repairs. So I guess the functionality of the line, but they're still functional. They still work. But it'd be great if some of them. It'd be great if we could buy new lines, but that's out in the future. So that's one thing. Trying to repair a few of lines. As far as problems, I think it's just the staff getting used to the new items because this is new for them as well. And how things are done. So getting them trained, getting them up to speed of, what we're looking for, what we want, how we want things presented. One thing I told our staff from day one is that kids, students, they eat with their eyes well before they eat with their mouth. So we want the food to look appealing. So everything, we try to do, I try to tell our managers and our staff, we want it to look good. If it looks good, the chances of it tasting good are pretty good. If it looks bad, it's probably going to, not always, but it's likely going to taste bad. So make things look appealing, how you present your fruit, how you present your vegetables, how you present your entrees. The salad bar, the new addition, when that is presented, that it looks clean. It's presentable. It gives the students the options, lots of color. So that's one thing concerning the line. It's just staff getting up to speed, and it's nothing against them. They do a great job. It's just new change, and they're definitely getting the hang of it. I'm proud of all the work that they do.
How many lunches does your staff make every day?
We would love for all students to eat, but not all eat. I'd say we're probably around a 75% participation rate. So whatever 70 or 75% of 3,500 is, it's going to be in the 2000s, somewhere in there. So it's a good bit. A lot of kids are fed every day, and we hope we hope they enjoy it and provides nutrients that can help them, whether that's for after school sports or just studying and learning throughout the day, and I hope it's just a good break for them when they come to the cafeteria. But it's a fair amount, and I tell people when it comes to production in school food service is different than a restaurant. It's different than just pure catering. In school food service, it doesn't matter what happens. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can think of the worst case scenario. Every day, breakfast is going to be served and lunch is going to be served. If we have one staff member show up out of 8, breakfast and lunch is going to be served. So it's a very demanding thing. And I say that to say that I'm proud of the work that our ladies do. And when they serve 1,000 meals a day to the highest quality that we can under the guidelines and regulations that we have and food costs, for them to serve thousands of meals a day is definitely a pat on the back for them.
What do you think the difference is between meals for like a cafeteria and meals for a restaurant?
Yeah, that's a good question as well. So there are big differences. A restaurant, they are cooking food to an order. So you go into a restaurant, you look at a menu, and you choose what you want, what you like. They have their set prices for that. They should have. I'm sure they have a cost analysis of whatever that is. If it's pizza, pasta, some type of sandwich, whatever it is, they have that set price. You say, I want that. You order it. They cook it to order. And the school food service, we don't cook to order. We have menus, monthly menus, weekly menus. We try to make those options what students want. But you come in, you have food and presented, and in our case at our schools, you're going to have two options. You choose between those two options, and you're limited in the sense of a restaurant has a full menu. Y'all have two options. Also, a restaurant, the big difference is the price. You go to a restaurant, yes, you can order what you want, but it's going to come at a different cost. In school food service, a breakfast costs $2.75 and a lunch costs $3.75. So that's where we're limited on what we can do. Everybody has these high expectations of what they're wanting from food, but we're trying to serve a high quality meal in the case of lunch at a price point of $3.75. And to be honest, we're trying to do that at a price point that's a little less than $3.75, because while we're not trying to make millions, we do have to make a profit to repair equipment when damages happen, to make improvements with the food service operation in general. So, I mean, we're making a profit on pennies where a restaurant is making $2, $3, $4, $5, $6 profit on an item, depending on what it is and what restaurant. So I'd say those are two big differences. And a restaurant, their demand is different. We at the cafeteria, when it gets lunchtime, it's time to rock and roll. A restaurant, they're going to be busier during your standard lunchtime. But I would say that the busyness is a different cooking to order versus preparing for the masses and having to serve that in a fast amount of time, because students have a certain block that you're allowed to eat.
What important information would you like for parents to know?
So a few things that I think all parents should know, or it's important for them to know, is one, the meal prices for our meals. Breakfast is $2.75, lunch is $3.75. Another big thing that ties in with that is free and reduced meal applications. Each year, and this happens at every school across the state, not just at Awamba, but every year there's always confusion about a child's meal application or their status, whether they're free, reduced, or paid. And every year, a student has to submit a new application. There is a grace period. The grace period, so give an example. Let's say little Johnny was free last school year. Okay, little Johnny still needs to have a new application submitted for the new school year, but little Johnny has a grace period all the way to September the 15th, which we are approaching that. Today is September the 4th. So if little Johnny doesn't get a new meal application in before September the 15th, then his meal status is going to change from free or reduced, whatever it previously was, to paid. And it will stay paid until a new application comes in. And during that period, little Johnny, or his family, is responsible for the meal charges that are accrued during that period. So once again, little Johnny was free last school year. He doesn't have a new meal application submitted. It goes all the way to September the 15th. Still does not have a meal application. On September the 16th, little Johnny is now paid. And let's say the new application isn't submitted until October the 25th. Well, all of those meal charges that accrued, the family is responsible for those. So that's really important. And like I said, we're coming on that grace period deadline soon, and we do have students throughout the district that still need to submit a new meal application so they can continue their free or reduced meal status if they qualified for it previously. So another important thing I would like for parents to know, and we get this question very frequently in the office, is concerning meal charges and backdating for those meals. So let's say a new kid starts this year at Etowah County School District, and let's say they go to school for 3 weeks and they don't get their meal application in and it's not processed until that third week. Well, we will process it when we receive it based off of what information was on the meal application. They'll qualify for free, reduced, or paid. Let's say they qualify for free. It's been 3 weeks. The family is responsible for those meal charges that accrued prior to the meal application being submitted. So we get a lot of questions about that, and it's just important information to know. So it's really, really important to get the meal application in as soon as possible if you haven't already done so. And another thing I would say is important for parents is we have started a Facebook page, a social media page. It's called ICSD Child Nutrition. So Etowah County Child Nutrition, but the Facebook page title is ICSD Child Nutrition. We post a lot of information on there. We'll be making a post here soon about that September 15th grace period and encouraging families to submit a meal application if they haven't done so. But we also post a lot of the food that we're cooking, that we are serving to the student body. So students can see that, parents can see that. I encourage them to look at that. But also a big important piece is we'll post our menus on there. Currently, we have the first 2 weeks of September posted on there. I'm finishing up the full month. When I finish that up, that will also be posted on the school's website, the district's website, under the Child Nutrition tab. So that's important as you plan, whether your child is going to eat in the cafeteria that day or not. There's a lot of good information on there. I'd encourage you to look at that. As far as questions, if parents ever have any questions, they can call the office. We'd be glad to talk to them, answer their question, help them any way we can. We're here to, serve the student body and really serve the community through the meals that are offered each and every day.
What about the staff?
When you say staff, are we talking about the cafeteria staff?
Yeah.
So, there's some really good cafeteria staff all across the district. We have several people that have been here for multiple years, and of course we have some new people, and the new people are coming in and they're picking up, they're learning quickly, they're definitely doing their part, and I'm proud of them and thankful for them. But the managers at each school really carry a big load. They are the ones that direct the staff. They are the ones that they're the ones cooking the food. So if something is good, definitely let them know. If something's not the best, you can let them know as well, and certainly a kind manner. Because I tell you, I promise their goal is not to serve something that is bad in any form or fashion. But all of the managers, I'm proud of them. They do a great job. We have meetings. I communicate with them as frequently as I can. They really do a good job. I don't think the district as a whole can tell them that they are appreciated enough. And then in our office, in the district office, I have an assistant. This is her second year in the child nutrition district office. Her name is Tiffany Cook. Tiffany does a great job. She really helps manage the daily load. When things change, she definitely steps in and helps. Like today, I'm here doing a podcast, but we have things going on behind the scenes that nobody knows about. They just know that lunch is served every day. There's certainly things happening right now, and she's helping with that. And when I, finish this, we'll go help as well. But thankful for all my staff, what they do, managers, all the cafeteria workers. Tiffany, she does a great job, and parents, families. If you do call the office, a lot of times that's who you will speak with. She will definitely do her best to help and assist you and answer your questions. So feel free to call. We'd be glad to help and hear from you. So Dominic and Aiden, I got a few questions for you guys. I'd love to hear your feedback because we want to hear from students. We're here to serve y'all. So we'd love to hear back from you. Both of you are at IAHS. Tell me, today's day 3 of the salad bar, so we just started it. Have either one of you had a chance to get a salad?
I did yesterday.
Okay. Aiden, do you have a chance?
No.
Okay.
The days before yesterday, I didn't. I ate, but yesterday I didn't eat.
Okay. So Dominic, you said you had one yesterday. Tell me your thoughts. Good, bad. What did you like? What you didn't like?
Not much that I noticed wrong.
Okay. Yeah.
Just in my opinion, maybe the eggs being chopped up a little more.
Okay. I got you. Um, so the salad that you got yesterday, kind of tell me how did what did you put on it?
I had the lettuce with like onions and carrots, ham, yellow shred. I think it's shredded cheese,
Hmm.
and eggs, cucumbers. I think that's about it.
Oh, well, you had a pretty full salad. Did you get some fruit at the end of the line?
No,
Okay. We need to get some fruit next time.
I got an apple juice. That's about it.
Okay, I got you. Um, how did you feel the process went? Yesterday was your first time, is that correct? When you went through, was it easy to say what you wanted? Was the staff friendly? Tell me about your experience just going through the line.
Wasn't really bad.
Okay, well, good. So, I hope you had a good experience, and kind of hearing from you, I don't think that was much bad or anything wrong on your end, and that's good to hear. We try to make that as fast as we can, cause the time restrictions of your lunch periods. Um, so outside of the salad bar, with some changes, we've introduced some new items. We've introduced uh, buffalo rice dip. We've introduced trying to think, hot honey chicken cheddar croissant sandwich, some Lunchables. Before we started the salad bar, we had salads every Tuesday that were new. I'm going blank on some new items, but tell me an item that you've enjoyed so far that you've tried.
The chickens,
The chicken. What kind of chicken?
the nuggets, or the strips.
Okay, just chicken nuggets and strips. It's hard to beat those. I hear all across the district, and I agree 100% that Mandarin chicken
Yeah.
is definitely a student favorite, and I don't disagree with that at all. Aiden, what about you? Is there a food that you've enjoyed or um, would like to try again?
Not particular. I mean, I guess Mandarin chicken, but the lines are always massive. So.
Yeah, pretty busy. So when you say massive, I guess you're probably going through the hotline because it's the longer line,
Yeah.
especially at IHS. Um, is there any advice for us to make it go smoother? I know that the line is longer just because more people are going to that particular side than the salad bar side. And I'll say this: yesterday on the salad bar, which Dominic, you said that you went yesterday, and we served 51 salads yesterday on the salad bar, which was an uptick from the previous day, which is a plus. But on the hotline, we while it is a longer line, we do feel as if it's going quick enough where everybody can sit and have time. Um, so, I mean, do you have any suggestions for us, or tell me your thoughts on that?
Um, I guess maybe a little bit more preparation. I feel like that's a little bit mean because they look like they work hard anyways, but
Yeah,
I was first in line the other day and I don't know. It just didn't seem like there was anything ready.
yeah. So yesterday, what did we have yesterday? We had cheesy chicken over rice yesterday. So I will say on the line to speak to that, we did make adjustments from the first day that we had the salad bar. So yesterday would have been the second. If you notice it on the hotline, we structured it where both servers are able to serve the whole meal at the same time. Where previously we had it where you had one person serving the main entree, and then the plate or the flow of the serving line went from main entree to vegetables. And I don't know about y'all, but most students aren't big vegetable eaters when it comes to the hotline. So that one person's really working hard and the other person's not. So we switched that where both people can serve the hot entree, which should make it faster. And I do believe that it made it faster yesterday. So you might have caught them at the beginning when they were getting settled in, but hopefully experiences going forward will be better. And I do appreciate y'all's feedback because it helps us see what we can change or do differently.
About with like the lines,
Mhm.
one big issue I notice is everybody trying to go to it, and then there's the students that have VOTEC
Mhm.
that can't stay that long because they have a timer.
Yeah.
What would you do to help them?
So what class are they going through? Is that the first group or the second?
It's usually like the third block having lunch.
Yeah. So at IHS, y'all went from having 3 lunch periods to having 2 lunch periods. And that's one thing. You mentioned the longer lines. The 2 lunch periods, y'all went from having a smaller one, or I think the second one might have been big. But anyways, you had a small, and a big group. Y'all combined the groups to 2, so now we have 2 large groups that are coming. So that's one factor in the longer lines. It's not all us. But to go to your question of the VOTEC students,
I'm personally one of them that
yeah,
are VOTEC because I
okay,
take Weldon third block.
okay,
The lines are hard to get to because everybody makes it there first.
mm-hmm.
Those that have VOTEC can't stay that long, so
Yeah,
we try to get as fast as possible. Coach Hoots helped about that a little, like having VOTEC go first.
yeah. I think that's a great idea. If the administration there would allow y'all to go first, I think that would be definitely one potential solution. I haven't heard anything from the administration, the principals there at IHS about that. But certainly, if they come to us, and I hear your concern and what you're saying, if they come to us and like, hey, we need to do something to let the VOTEC people go, we'd be glad to work and accommodate in the best way that we can. Um, so in your case, you're saying that longer lines and you don't have as much time this week. Since you've been eating, have you had time to eat and then come to VOTEC?
With like the salad bar I did,
Okay.
I think, yes, I don't know which day I didn't eat.
Okay.
Like some days you can, it just depends if you make it there first.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a good point. We'll have to look into that more because we certainly want you to have time as
Not
well.
to get off topic about the salad thing,
Yeah.
I forgot about it. Have you thought of adding bacon bits to salads?
Yeah. So, bacon bits, the salad bar. Who doesn't love bacon, right? We kind of a funny story on that at Tremont, which for the little kids, elementary kids, they don't have a salad bar. But at Tremont, we were making the pre-made salads, and I think it was a chef salad, and the staff there had some bacon bits left over from the previous school year, and they put them on the salad. And I'm getting some pictures of the kids and asking them what do you like, and getting their opinions on some stuff. And I asked students, and I said, what do you like the most? Or first I said, do you like the salad? Some said yes. What do you like most about the salad? And a few of them, just as quick as you can answer it, said bacon bits. So their favorite part of the salad is bacon bits. But to answer your question, in 2 ways. One, bacon bits. We have a statewide order guide. Okay. And we order from that order guide. Bacon bits is not on our particular order guide. Now, that doesn't mean we can't order it. It's just not on our standard set of ordering lists, I guess, grocery list, whatever you want to call it, order guide. So that's one thing. We could get it off bid if we wanted to. Another thing with bacon bits is, once again, we have guidelines that we have to follow. Bacon bits is going to alter the nutrient analysis of the salad bar. So not that we can't do it. We might in the future. I'm not completely against it. But at the same time, we don't want students to come through and get lettuce, chicken, cheese, and bacon. We want to offer a healthier option for you, and encourage you to get those fruits and vegetables that you may not eat otherwise.
My personal opinion, this is just what I put on my salad.
Yeah.
Have you thought of adding like cut up apples for it?
So cut up apples or cut up fruit on the salad bar. On the particular salad bar section, we don't have cut up fruit, but we do offer fruit daily. Apples, while it's probably not going to be diced, maybe what you're thinking of, when we do have apples, sometimes those are cut and you can utilize it that way. And then whatever other fruit, whether that's peaches, some people put peaches on their salad. We have peach fruit cups that are offered down the line.
Pineapple.
We have pineapple. Sometimes we do strawberry and blueberry cups. So while it's not specifically on the salad bar line, it still is on the line. It's a fruit option that can be chosen, and depending on the day, you can get the fruit, add it to your salad.
I see the hard part with that is like you having only a fork or a spoon trying to cut up the apple to put it in there.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Because we don't provide y'all with knives. Unless we cut it up on the back end, I know it's hard for y'all to cut up an apple. You just have to eat it whole. But that's a good point. That's why we value student feedback because if that's something that you want, I can go back. We can have a discussion with the staff, and maybe every time we serve apples, we cut it for you. Which it's not going to be diced, but it can be quartered for you, which can assist in maybe having it on a salad. So that's why feedback's important. Few quick questions here for y'all, and then I guess we'll wrap this up. One question: tell me, we sent out an email to the administration, the principals at each school, and we asked them to send out this survey to students so we could hear some feedback. Did y'all answer that survey?
I'm not on my email much,
Okay.
other than this block.
Okay. What about you, Aiden? Did you answer the student survey?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I did a band survey for the meal deals, but that's it.
Okay.
I
Well,
forgot that one.
if you get the survey, I'd encourage you to answer it. It's 8 questions. But also, if you answer it, you get a chance to potentially win a free ice cream. So, see, it won't take you long to answer it. But 2 questions on that. One is, what's a breakfast item or breakfast items that you would like to see served in the mornings?
French toast.
Me personally, that's not on my I eat before I get here.
I got you. Aiden, what about you?
French toast.
French toast? Okay.
Pretty sure I think they used to do that. I've not seen it in forever.
We have a cycled breakfast menu, and I believe
Yeah.
French toast is on there.
Oh, okay.
Chicken and waffles.
Yeah, chicken and waffles. That also could be served at lunch one day potentially. But that is a good thing. What about lunch? Is there a lunch item that you would like to see?
Well, this is gonna sound about right. Chicken.
Chicken.
Mozzarella sticks.
Okay, mozzarella sticks.
Even though I don't know if they're hard to make. I kind
I
of
was about to say, I think they're gonna be harder to make.
So we have cheese sticks and we have like cheesy bread. Everybody's got different opinions. It's hard to satisfy thousands of students. I have a hard enough time satisfying my own 2 kids in my household when it comes to food. So there's a challenge there. I understand that completely. But we have cheese sticks and we have a cheesy breadstick. And in my personal opinion, the cheesy breadstick, it's bigger. It's got a little more cheese in it. It tastes better. But we could throw that on the menu. I know when cold weather gets here, we'll introduce some more soups, and we like to serve those cheese sticks or those bread sticks with soup. It's a good combination.
Well, we would like to thank you, Mr. Sanderson. We'd love to see you come back sometime.
Yeah, absolutely. I enjoyed it, and appreciate y'all's questions. And we look forward to serving you, the students, every day, and the community through the meals that are offered at the school. So thank you very much for having me.